What's going on, world? It's your man Pat Seasall LLC, mobile mechanic and roadside services. And I got a late night call, and we hitting the highway right now. Matter of fact, what time is it? 12:52 right now. All right. Oh, that's my YouTube. Well, it's 12:52 right now. I got like a 45-minute drive, and I hated to have to take it, but man, I couldn't turn it down. I couldn't turn it down. So I'm gonna explain it, and we're gonna get into it right after the intro. So I'm gonna make this a little bit different, man. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna kill the camera or kill the light. I just wanted to let you guys know that I was on a fuel delivery right now. Got a call, they couldn't get anybody out there to the area. I did not want to, excuse me, I did not want to leave, man, but I really couldn't take it, turn it down. This is a part of what I do. So I'm going ahead and I'm gonna just get some footage of just driving through the city, the little town we in, and I'm gonna talk in the background over it. All right, so I just filled up, man. Make sure you got a cap. I would say on the roadside tip, you wanna, man. I like to keep fuel, at least a gallon of fuel by the house. I used to keep 2 gallons on hand until somebody got me for one of my gas cans one time, and then after that I was like, I'm not keeping no more gas here. So usually enough just to get my lawnmower and the chainsaws and stuff going, but besides that, I just wait to go get some fresh stuff because I hate to have it sitting stagnant. But keep a well ventilated area whenever you are dealing with gasoline or any other type of combustible, and transporting it, the same thing, to make sure you're staying, safe and sound with that you got plenty of room, that you can breathe. Preferably a truck is very nice at this time because you can just throw it in the back and don't have to worry about that. Being that I'm in a small car right now, it's my little slider. You gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah, man, we hitting the road just to do this fuel delivery. It ain't gonna take nothing but a minute once I get there, but yeah, just wanted to make a quick video. Be ready to pay the cost, man. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna be in it. This when you're gonna be hitting the road. Burn that midnight oil, baby. Burn that midnight oil. That's what it's gonna look like for you. right, so this is one of the reasons why I document every single thing that I do. Because when you're coming out at this time of night, you are gonna be running into sketchy people. And this was one of those reasons why this particular job was a little bit nerve-wracking. Now, I documented, I'm giving the guy gas. I've documented me going to the gas station. The gentleman's getting irate. I put the gas in. The gas is pouring out of their gas, going to the gas tank. It's literally pouring out as I'm doing this, right? The guy says, oh, now they never got out the car. I put the gas in, the 2 gallons of whatever would hold, because the rest was pouring. And the customer, it was a young man with tattoos all over him on the passenger side and a young lady on the driver's side. And they were like, well, I told him, I'm like, hey, go ahead and try to crank it. She hits the key, nothing happens. So the lady asked, well, who are you from? I'm like, I'm Seasall LLC. I've been dispatched out here. She says, well, how do I know who you say you are? I was like, well, ma'am, you can Google me, but I mean, it's kind of ironic that, you know, if I'm not who I say I am, and you have my phone number, oh, my seatbelt ain't working. You have my phone number, and let me just show y'all real quick so I ain't, you know, blowing smoke. It's 1:17 in the morning, or I'm sorry, 1:47 in the morning. Why would I be out here knowing that you ran out of gas? So the boyfriend picks up a knife and he's sharpening the knife in the car as I'm looking at him, and I'm like, okay, this is a little sketchy. And Jesus Christ, man, the guy is trying to engrave in a cardboard. He had a piece of cardboard. He's got this knife, probably about an 8-inch knife, pretty big, and he's trying to engrave my information. Now, I only have on this fluorescent shirt, as you guys can see. That's probably better. So I do now normally I would come out with my company information on it. I don't have my company sweater on right now. I grabbed the most fluorescent one I can get that I don't have my logo printed on. Happened to not have my logo and stuff printed on. So the lady's like, well, I need your information. I need something to sign. I'm like, well, ma'am, it's all digital. There's nothing to sign. She's like, well, I've had this happen before. And the guy's like, you need to call a tow truck. You need to call your tow truck. I'm like, sir, I have no tow truck to dispatch out there for you. You guys gonna have to call the company back. Because obviously y'all got another issue. The car is in the middle of the road. The car won't crank, won't start, it won't do anything. She's putting the key on, nothing happened. He's like, can I get a jump start? Or he actually didn't ask me, he just told me, let me get a jump start. I say, no problem, I go ahead and give you a jump start. So I come back to the car, get the jump box. The guy still trying to get my information. He wants my ID and all this stuff. I'm like, no sir, I'm not giving you my ID. Y'all need to call the insurance company back. So I'm like, I'm gonna give you the jump start. Now this is a courtesy thing. I come back with my jump box to the car, and the guy, he's still holding the knife. He's still sharpening it and trying to engrave something inside of this little piece of cardboard. It was very strange. And he's like, you're not, where's your car at? You need to pull your car around. I'm like, no sir, I got a jump box. I show him the jump box. You're not putting that effing jump box on my car. Like, sir, you want the jump start or not? All right, pop the hood. Now, I should have got footage of the car, because the whole front end is completely crashed. Headlights smashed in. It looked like they just got into some gangster stuff. There's cigarettes all around the car, and this is in the middle of the road. There's tobacco, like they open up a cigar all around the car, or at least by the driver, all by the driver's side on the ground. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little scared. I was actually a little scared. I don't happen to have my piece on me right now. I didn't think it was gonna be this, but I should have realized that it's a certain type of people that usually run out of gas. Not all the time, but typically that's what happens. And so either way, they finally get the hood popped. They never got out the car, by the way. I popped the hood, I put the jumper cables on, and instead of her trying to crank the car again, she proceeds to tell me that she's not gonna do anything until she verifies who I am. I say, ma'am, I have the jumper box on the car. You just, all you gotta do is just hit start. If it's a battery issue, go ahead and hit start. She does not do this. The guy is now, I don't know, he's kind of like, he's moving funny in the car. And he's like, I need your ID. You got to give me something to sign. I need to know who you are and where you come from and what you're doing here. You gonna get me a tow truck out here? So I was like, you know what? Hold on. Yeah. Give me a second. I'll get somebody out here. I grabbed my jump box. I left the hood pop. I grabbed the camera, as y'all saw. I grabbed my light. I put it in, and instead of driving past them, I reversed and went the opposite way and got the hell out of Dodge. You gotta follow your instincts, man. You got to follow your instincts. My wife told me not to come out here. I didn't. It's not supposed to be like this, man. It's really not supposed to be like this. You will run into this though. You always gotta check your surroundings. You always gotta check your premise. You always need to be vigilant of where it is that you are at. Because you never know. Now, I don't know if y'all can see me right now because this light's a little dim in here. I don't want to turn on my super bright light, but just listen to the words coming out of my mouth through the speakers that y'all are listening to this on. Be very careful. This is a funny world that we live in. Be very vigilant. And anytime you feel suspicious, you feel out of place, you feel something ain't right, you follow your instincts. Do not, I repeat, do not try to go out there and be a Superman and try to save the world. You could lose your life, and it's not worth it. So I don't know what they're gonna do, and at this point I really don't care. I have it documented. I have given them fuel. Actually, I gave them a little bit more than 2 gallons. Then that was actually all that was required, and most of it dripped out of their tank. I really wish I had some documentation of how rough the car is, and it would help justify the claim of what I'm saying. I don't know. So yeah, this ain't like, I'm not making this up. Like, this really just happened, and you guys all just saw that happen. And I almost didn't bring out my camera, but something told me to go ahead and do it. So thank y'all for watching. Please heed these words and take it as a warning. Be safe out there, man. Until next time, mi gente, mi promoto beneficio siempre. Peace.